Hello everyone, welcome to Technology Thursday. I'm David John Sponheim, and we're going to be doing a recap of today's news and a follow-up from Sarah, my associate, who is going to give you a little rundown on new technologies that are available right now for all of us to purchase. Okay, first off, let's show you robotics. This is an amazing thing we've got coming out of America right now. The idea of robotics being produced in this country is real, folks. Take a look.
Meet Baxter. Baxter is Rethink Robotics' flagship product in a revolutionary new category of robots with common sense. Baxter is a low-cost and highly adaptive robot for manufacturing applications and is so easy to use that non-technical workers can train it. Baxter increases workforce productivity so factories in the U.S. can compete with low-cost offshore labor. And Rethink Robotics practices what it preaches. Our robots are made in America.
Great, so robots are made in America. That means that we're going to be competing and providing low-cost alternatives for labor overseas. Okay, great. I'm so glad that our economists have thought through this. We're going to be automating. New ideas like this are going to be going into our industrial output, and people are going to be working less. So we obviously need a political change here because the Democrats, Republicans keep talking about jobs, jobs, jobs. Well, obviously we've got Baxter. Baxter is going to be made in America, and it's going to be competing and lowering the amount of labor that we hire. So I see this as something we need to embrace. I love technology and I think it's great, which means we need to figure out a way politically to get the people with tons and tons of money to kind of distribute it among people like you and I so that we don't have to all work. With ideas like this being born, we're going to see a lot less people working 9 to 5 and more people spending time with their friends and family. That's a good thing. Other new inventions are part of what is happening. Obviously, Department of Homeland Security is starting a new app, an app to apparently catch and nab sexual predators. The feds are launching a smartphone app, that's right, called Operation Predator. It asks the public for help in gathering information on suspected child sexual molesters and predators, including those who are fugitives. So people will be able to put that information in, people that they know in their area, and it'll help. This kind of a mashup makes sense for all of our security and especially the safety of kids. Other things are happening in technology news. Yahoo and Facebook are asking for more NSA transparency. That's interesting. We're seeing people at the top of their game asking the NSA for more transparency. Well, it's interesting how Facebook and Google all started with government contracted money, and I'm sure that that was the intention of the NSA to get into the inner circles of these companies. And now Mark Zuckerberg and Marissa Mayer are limited in what they can say about their company's dealings with the NSA, but they want more transparency from the United States government. Well, isn't that special? Well, they need to get behind a political movement as well. A third party would help with provide transparency. In fact, one of the ideas we're talking about right now is giving everybody internet access as a guaranteed right in America, and included with that would be safeguards to protect their security and privacy on the internet. Something like that, and also an ombudsman group that could oversee what the NSA does, making sure that they aren't looking into the private lives of innocent Americans who have nothing to hide. You know, self-determinism is at the heart of Americans' history. America's Constitution is based on it. The idea that you don't want anyone to tread on you, and you certainly don't want your property or your personal life invaded. So that's something that I would be encouraged to see these companies get behind a third party. And then we go to this information. NASA is getting involved in working with payloads up into the air. The problem is they're not making any money back. That's right, they're pretty much jobbing everything out to corporate America. This new space cargo ship is making its first flight. That's right, Orbital Sciences Corp has sent up its first entry into the space freight business Wednesday with the launch of a new unmanned cargo carrier to the International Space Station. This is, by the way, part of a $1.9 billion contract with Orbital for 8 flights to the International Space Station. Again, jobbing everything out, bringing no money back, essentially using all of the money that we have and all of the budgeting that went into programs like this one right here. This is all lost. In fact, this spacecraft is lost in space, literally. It is the NASA's Deep Impact Comet mission, and it's coming to an end because the spacecraft has gone silent. Apparently they didn't make the batteries and the solar power packs strong enough to withstand the test of time and distance, and we're seeing things like this disappear. Okay, to top things off, I've got another really amazingly disturbing video for you from YouTube, coming from a group called Opt Out of Obamacare. Take a look at this weird video that they just produced. Yeah, that was the ending. Take a look at the beginning.
Okay, everything seems normal. When I see you're new to Obamacare as well.
Yeah, I saw the ads and I figured why not?
Take your pants off.
Yeah, I've seen enough, actually. Okay, that's really disturbing. You know, I think we could do a lot better than that. We've got a video right now from Sarah. She was interviewing someone recently on our show tonight, and he's going to talk a little bit about his smartphone and his success with his newest smartphone. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty cool. The thing is, it's $600, but the cool thing is you pay $100 down, and then you have like $20 a month payments after that. So, so far I like it. I came from another smartphone that was really cheap, so.
That was Libertarian, aka Setharov, and he was doing a quick little review of the Samsung S4. He just got that today, is that correct? Nod your head or give me a thumbs up, because I don't.
I got it 2 days ago.
Oh, 2 days ago. Okay, wait, I can't hear you. I turned your volume down. All right, so I am Sarah, and I am going to give you a little bit more review of the Samsung Note 10.1. But for now, I'm going to go back to. I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to tell people about a feature that I just discovered on the Note 10.1. So if you see my previous video, you know that I love my Note 10.1, my vibrating 10.1 inch Note. Alright, the thing about the Samsung Note, of course, I told you before, it vibrates. When you turn it totally down, it still vibrates to give you warnings about things. And it has a pressure sensitive stylus that I swipe across the screen. The next thing about it that I just found out that's so cool, that's what I'm going to show you, Potty and B, is the S Note. So S Note is an app that is made specifically for Samsung, and it says learn about the application. I'm one of those that I'll just figure it out as I go. So up here, when you open up the S Note, there's a little plus button right up here. That's what you want to do to open up a new type, and it'll give you a whole bunch of options what you want to do. And so some of the options are like, do you want a, sorry, it's hard to see on the screen. Do you want just a note, an idea note, a meeting note, a magazine, a diary, a recipe, travel, memo? Those are all the templates. So I'll do just a regular note, and I select the template, and then it opens up and it says subject, and then it has room for your date, and then it has like a writing template down below, just like a notepad.
Cool. I'm liking it. Yeah, this is great. All right, well, this is Technology Thursday, everybody, and we do this weekly. If you want to find out more about anything we talk about in our show, go to americasthirdparty.com and do participate in our nightly chat, 6 to 9 Pacific time. We interact on politics and we try to give you cutting edge information. Thank you very much for coming in and participating in this short broadcast.